Wake up!
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Married to Film. I'm Ralph and this is Shamanda. Right now we're at season 3, episode 10 of Attack on Titan. This one's called Friends. How many of us have them?
I was off beat. Do it again. Do it again.
Friends. How many of us have them?
Okay. Ones we can depend on. Let's be friends.
Right. Those kind of music in the wrong way.
Be careful, Levi.
Captain Levi! What? You look like you're gonna shit yourself. We found Kenny Ackerman! He's still alive!
Oh, yeah.
For a long time, I actually figured I was the strongest man in the world. So this is a Titan. I guess they really do exist. Within the walls, no less.
I'm fairly certain that this man's part of the Ackerman clan. Which means that his motivations for raising a blade at me are entirely his own.
Uri! If you're not willing to kill the bastard, I'll do it for you! Ah, shit! Hey, are you really the king or what? Why don't you do the magnanimous thing and let go of me? Get your big hand off me! I gotta get out of here! No, why'd you... You hurt my leg. Hey, Uri!
Ooh, wee.
You're crazy! What'd you let him go for? Your voice won't work on an Ackerman! We have to kill him!
Wow, your voice won't work on an Ackerman.
I must apologize, because I cannot die just yet. Please, forgive me.
What's his name? Ooey?
That's what it sounds like. But why didn't you take the knife out yet?
Who are you?
He was an omnipotent king, and he bowed down to a piece of trash like me. His Titan form had shocked me plenty, but when he bowed, that rattled something inside me like nothing ever had before. I asked if he had any use for my blade. I found myself a new line of work.
Ah, well, if you mean Olympia, that woman's been sick for so long now that even her old regulars quit using her.
You look rough. Damn, have you lost some weight? You're like a skeleton. Hey, Kuhel, are you alive?
Is that Levi?
Ah, give me a break. You're not deaf, are you? Can you hear me or can't you? You got a name?
Levi.
Yeah.
It's just Levi.
The family name did you no favors. Well, I'm Kenny. That's my only name. Me and your mother knew each other. It's nice to meet you. The only thing Kuhel left behind was an unsociable brat on the brink of death. I wasn't so heartless that I'd let the runt die, but I wasn't about to step in as a parent either. There wasn't much I could teach the brat. Figured gripping a knife was a good place to start. And how to say hello. How to swing a deal, and how to swing a knife. I taught him everything he'd need to know to survive in the underground. I figured he might try and make a go of it on the surface someday. But when the time came, well, that was something he would have to do himself. In our world, the one on top is whoever can prove that they're the strongest. All you need is power. If you have that, then at the very least you won't go out like my sister did.
Levi's his nephew.
This power will soon pass to Rod's children, and I will live on inside of their memories.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? You can give that power away?
On the day that we first met, something turned us from mortal enemies to friends. What was it?
No idea. But I'll tell you this. If you hadn't squeezed me in that stupidly big hand of yours, I'd have stuffed your skull full of shit for sure. Just like he said, the monster was passed on.
Freedom.
Only took a glance for me to know he wasn't gone. Rod's daughter preached to anyone who'd listen. That same talk about love and peace. His words from her mouth. My name is Kenny Ackerman. Not a fan of the name, but I've also been called Kenny the Ripper. And as of today, it looks like I'm gonna be the captain of this new anti-personnel control squad. No need to worry. I didn't really ask for this squad because I want to fight the scouts. No, that was just a little pretext I thought of. Something to make those jackasses on the council nod their heads.
Between the burns and the blood you've lost, there's nothing that can save you now.
Oh, yeah? I wonder. Swipe this sucker out of Rod's bag, back in the cave.
Yeah.
Seems if I just stick myself, I'll turn into a big, strong titan. One of the dumb ones, unfortunately. But for a while, it ought to keep me.
You had the time and strength to inject yourself before I got here if you wanted.
I guess I'm just scared. If I don't inject it right, then I might turn out the same as Rod.
Yep.
All messed up like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he licked it.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're not just sitting here waiting to bleed to death. Surely you have a better excuse than that.
Will run. The thing is, I don't feel like dying without my dream coming true. After all this time, I think I see why he did it.
What are you about?
For some, it's drinking. For some, it's women. For some, even religion. Power. All of us had to spend our lives drunk on something. Else we'd have no cause to keep pushing on.
Drunk on something.
Everyone was a slave to something.
Tell me everything you know about the king. The first king. Why didn't he want mankind to survive?
Dunno beats me. That said, I know that's part of the reason that we Ackermans decided to turn coat.
So apparently, that's my name as well.
Yep.
Tell me, who are you?
Your
Who are you
uncle!
to my mom.
I'm just her brother.
I'm a monkey's uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle Scar, when I'm king, what'll that make you?
A monkey's uncle.
That day. Why? Why did you leave me?
Because
Do that line.
I just wasn't cut out to be somebody's dad.
Uh-oh. He grabbed it. Uh-oh.
Mm.
He just died.
Mm-hmm.
Kenny.
He said to be somebody's dad. So was that his daddy? Now I'm confused because I thought it was his uncle. But he said his sister. Before he said, so my last name is the same as yours.
Did that girl really bring down a titan bigger than the wall?
Yeah, all the people in Orview District witnessed it.
As small as she is, she still saved us from that titan?
Okay, if that was his dad,
This
that makes
came from the
sense.
shadows,
But-
but she brought his tyranny to an end. Long live the true ruler of the wall!
You need to let me be the one to deal the killing blow to the Titan. Because then, we'll have a story that people can get behind.
That
A
part.
story to unite the walls.
See, we didn't hear all that.
It's not a serious grudge, let it go.
If I can't even do this, then how can I call myself a queen?
That's the spirit. Pounds that runt.
Did that hurt? Well, I'm queen now, so too bad! If you have a problem...
Thanks, you guys. I needed that.
Wow. He freaking laughed.
Raina!
Whoa!
Line 1. Which means that we'll wait to rescue Annie. Retrieving the coordinate is our priority, as it should be.
And if we wait right here, well, it'll come to us on its own.
Maybe he is the monkey beast. Because you know how they come out of their form. Whoa. 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 Was that, crap, Tamaj. Was that, the teacher that was killed? If that was the teacher that was killed, then that's Commander Irvin's father?
Mm.
That can't be it. If I just guessed that, then Tamaj just sent us an email.
Right.
But go ahead.
They talked about going to get Annie.
Yes.
Levi and Kenny were related.
Which is a little confusing because now I thought that was his uncle. Now he's
uncle or father.
He's an uncle daddy.
Maybe just said being daddy that he didn't have one, that he didn't want to take the responsibility of raising somebody or something like that. Maybe that was it. I don't know.
Maybe. Sorry, I just we can keep going. I know.
Mm-hmm.
Because I really want to go get to episode 12. Tamaj, I made a note.
Yeah.
Me and credit scene.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure I remember that. The voice doesn't... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm chiming in whenever I can. I'm sorry. The voice of the Titans, that power that they have, does not affect the Ackerman family.
Right. So Mikasa. Kenny. Levi. And whoever else is Ackerman. So Levi and Mikasa are related.
And I don't know how they're related. Cousins? Possibly. So I'm a little confused. So just clarify if Kenny the Ripper was Levi's father, or was that his uncle? And was that his sister that he visited that was dying? I'm thinking that Levi is his nephew, but he said that he didn't feel like being someone's dad. Because he could have used any other term but dad. Daddy. He could have used mentor. He could have used, I don't know, foster parent. Or, you know what I mean? Like, he could have used anything other than just the word daddy. He didn't say father. He said dad. And so, that part. So, Kewell, I'm probably pronouncing it wrong, but that was Levi's mother. And she was a prostitute. And the guy at the hotel, I guess, he was like, and she was so sick that even her regular customers won't even use her anymore. But she was dead when Kenny came into the room and noticed that Levi was in a corner, and Levi was like, he was calling his name, Kenny was calling the woman's name and to see if she would answer or have a response, and Levi was in the corner and said she's dead. And so he was like, okay, so who are you? His name was Levi. And he was like, okay, whatever. So he figured that he would just show him how to swing a knife and be able to defend himself, and that would be his strength and his power, because everybody has something. When it started, it showed Kenny being held by a Titan hand. And the king was outside of the Titan form. And he was talking to Levi, and then there was another guy that had a gun pointed at, sorry, not Levi, Kenny, was pointing at Kenny, and they were talking to him, and he was like, yeah, you know, your voice won't really affect him because it's Ackerman. He said, I could tell that he must have known that we were outside the wall or something like that. Somebody must have told him that we were here, blah, blah, blah. So I think that was the bond that they created between the Ackerman family, or maybe it was before that, the Ackerman family and the King Rice family. So that was the uncle that Frida ate to get his memory. That was Ray Rice's brother. That was the king. I think I'm tying everything together because that makes sense that Frida would eat him. He was a sacrifice. And he said that he was like, when they get my memories, I will live on through that or whatever. And that would be it. He was like, so somebody could take your power. You can voluntarily give your power to somebody. He said, yes. So they can voluntarily give people their power. They don't have to be eaten. I did catch that part. That's it.
All right.
Ooey. I got Ooey for the king.
Uri. Oh, you're right.
And then Silas was a name that was mentioned that we've never heard of, which was standing beside one of the commanders, or Kenny. But Kenny went through a whole story. His backstory was different because he said everybody has vices. As he was dying, he said everybody has vices. He was like, what's yours? Is it power? Is it strength? What is it? Is it the knife that you yield?
Right.
He said everybody has vices. It could be alcohol, it could be women, it could be religion, it could be whatever. He said everybody has it. And he said, and some people, for them, it could have been just going into Titan form, showing their power. And that was their vice. He said, why did the king want to get rid of human race, like humanity? And he could never answer that question. He was still trying to figure out why he bowed to him. It's maybe because his vice was his power.
Maybe. I think that was it.
His vice was his power. The pause in between was Ackerman family experienced a weird awakening. And sometimes they have a weird awakening that gives them certain powers. Dun, 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 dun. On to the next one.
Yep. So let us know what you guys thought. We'll see y'all next time. Love y'all.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.